Alrighty. Hello, everyone. How you doing? We missed yesterday, but we're here today.
Because it's a special day.
It's a super special day.
It's a super duper special day.
It's a big gay anniversary day.
It's our anniversary.
Woo! Happy anniversary, babe.
Happy anniversary. 2 whole days. 2 years. 700 and... No, I got nothing.
770 days.
Yeah, that. That's... I never thought somebody would want to be with my crazy ass this long.
Aw, babe.
But he's here and he's just... Oh, it's so lovely. I love you.
I love you too.
Yay. It's a big... I love that. It's a big gay anniversary. So we're streaming a cat dating sim.
Yes. Gay, says Bob. Hello, Bob. How are you?
Oh, wow, Bob's here. I didn't think he'd show up, but yes, hi. Gay stuff.
We're gonna start playing. Currently, we have no game in progress, so...
No, we don't have any games in progress, but...
let's just start a new game. Woo!
We've never played this before, but it's on sale on Steam, and we were like, yeah, why not?
Okay, the faces over here look really cute in the profile pictures. It's just like, ah! I'm not gay, so I'm good. Yes, you are.
Who? What?
Unless I'm not thinking of the right person.
Wait, what did you say?
He's like, I'm not gay, so I'm good.
Yeah, no, nobody's gay, except everybody's gay.
Cause we're all somewhere in the middle. We're all just trying to find the one to love.
All I think about is Katy Perry. You're so gay.
Alright, so who will we be? Oh no! Did Skype just crash? Bitch, it just fucking crashed! Bitch! Skype's being homophobic. Well, that's just frustrating. I don't know, who should we be? Should we be the Valley Girl? Or the one who probably lives in California?
Hello, sorry. Yes, Skype's being homophobic. I'm here. What?
Skype's being homophobic.
Skype's being homophobic.
Yes. Should we be this dude who reminds me of, in his small picture, reminds me of, what's his face from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
Yeah, maybe a bit.
Blondes have more fun. That's true. That's why I made Junior a blonde. Junior, original character who has had like no cameos on my YouTube channel all that much lately, especially because of the fact that I have the regeneration mod in Last of Color. So that means that Junior hasn't even been in Minecraft skins. He's just sort of my avatar on my profile avatar.
You need to get him back in Minecraft.
Well, I am doing a second Minecraft series now, so yes, you will see Junior skin again.
Oh, that's
Yes. Anyway, who should we be? Should we be a girl or a guy or just somewhere in between?
Well, let's pick someone. I don't know. How about...
Google a D6.
Sure, why not? Oh, you're asking me to do it?
Okay, I can.
No, I didn't realize you were asking me. I'll do it. Google
D6.
D6
2.
ran... A D6 what?
I got
Oh,
2, so that will be her.
no, random name.
Okay.
I want to see what names it gives us. I'm hoping it's really funny names.
Can Google give random names?
No, hey, babe. Look at right under enter name.
Oh, duh.
Hey,
Dave.
it's Dave. Let's try again.
Hannah.
That's a bit better. I was hoping for something more random. I was,
Caitlin.
hoping maybe
Dorothy. Keith. Harry.
Tim,
Tim. Peter.
Peter,
Audrey.
Oh,
Paul. Henry. Caitlin.
Keep going back into random until we get back to Audrey.
Stuart. Brian. Chungers.
Wait. Okay, Chungers.
Okay. Let's go with Chungers. Okay. That works for me. Autosave notification. I'm an angel and I accept.
I'm a devil and I reject. Rude. Disco Kitty.
Which reminds me of the disco zombie from Plants vs. Zombies inextricably.
I'm not sure how long we've been sailing, but it feels like forever. I'm not feeling too well now, so it's a huge relief to hear the deck lad shout.
Island approach! Make yourself ready!
I'm finally here. When I applied last month, I was just another broke student living off baked beans and didn't really think I had a chance of being accepted to be part of the prestigious Cat Island research team. Yet here it is, a little black dot in the distance, growing bigger by the second. The infamous Cat Island, the place I will call home for the next few months. My heart momentarily skips a beat. What if there's been a mistake? What if they accepted someone else's application and accidentally sent the offer to me? I rummage in my bag until I find the papers.
DPRIDP Corporation. Dear Chungas, we are pleased to be able to offer you the position of research assistant to Professor Pauper at our research facility on Cat Island. The position will be for an initial period of 8 weeks. Your contract will be sent separately. We look forward to working with you. Yours sincerely, Professor Pauper. PhD, Bachelor of Science, Honors, DPG.
Dick, pig, glut. I don't know, I just assume maybe that's what it means. Anyway, no mistake. That's my name. Right. There in the top left-hand corner. Chungers. Oh, God. And there's his name. The genius behind the whole operation.
Professor Pauper!
Science genius. And my new boss. I look up from my papers to see dry land rapidly approaching for us. It seems to be surrounded by a huge barrier of impenetrable black rocks. As we get closer, we're not slowing down, and I begin to worry that we're going to crash. Then at the very last moment, we take a sharp turn to the left, and suddenly we're sailing smoothly towards a jetting through an opening of the rocks. I blow out the breath that I've been holding and break into a smile. Nicely done, Skipper. The ferryman comes out from behind the steering wheel, ignoring my attempts at camaraderie, and shouts rather brusquely.
Take all your belongings. We won't be back for days, so don't leave nothing you'll need.
Thank you. I smile weakly. Excuse me. Yes. I smile weakly at the ferryman and his son and pick up my bags, ready to disembark. We glide seamlessly up to the wooden jetty, and the son leaps ashore to tie us off. He's greeted by a bulky man in a uniform, who I take to be a security officer of some kind.
You know what, besides pen drawings that this art style reminds me of? Like the sort of nose, mouth shapes, like the eye colors and shading. That reminds me of the sort of paper doll style of The Long Dark, except it's 2D and it's just like really basic pen drawings, but still pretty cute.
Joe.
Sir, you caught a mouse.
No, caught you a mouse.
Sir, caught you a mouse. Oh.
And then he laughs as though it's the funniest thing he's ever heard. See, you could have... There was an achievement you missed. I know better. I'm going through the 100% achievements thing because I'm trying to find a walkthrough because I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Neither do you. This is the game we neither of us have any experience with. And there was an achievement if you had chosen the devil and reject part. Damn it! I told you to choose reject the devil. You would have gotten an achievement. I knew better than that. I knew better. Oh. Ooh. Should I do that? Maybe I will do that. Oh my god, there's so much. Oh, wow, that is a lot. I'll figure that out later. But I think I might do this. Anyway, the security guard remains surly and turns his attention to me. Let's be having you then. He holds out his large hand, which I assume is to offer me help, but as I reach out, he snatches it away, throwing me off balance, so I almost fall over to the side. What a great start. ID card. Oh, yes, of course. I reach into my back pocket and hand over the laminated card I was given on the mainland. Yes. Chungers.
It issued January 1st, 2017. How generic.
Love that it's Chungers. Such a name. Saving.
Yes, it
Or
is.
maybe we could have changed it. He barely looks at it before striding on, grunting over his shoulder. Excuse me. Oh, you just this way. Oh my god, look at all this. The best way to get this is, see, you could have done that. I told you should have done that. I'm going to do that next time. I'm going to do it when I play it so I can get that achievement. Anyway, I follow him to a dirt track path down and get my first proper view of the island. It's beautiful and lush and green, my body under its spell.
They don't use the Oxford comma!
Of course.
I always complain.
Hold on, I have to yell at Kevin. Rude motherfucker. Come watch us. All one word. No spaces, no nothing. Rude motherfucker, come watch us.
Thought Andrew was telling me to play it. Oh my god.
No, because yeah, I just sent it and I was
Chungers! For those of us wondering, we're in a Discord, in a gaming chat room in a specific Discord server.
Yes, run by a lovely lady. I love her to death. Rain, if you're ever watching this, even though you probably won't, but maybe if I add her and say, hey, I mentioned you, watch it. I love her. She's so nice and much better than other people that I won't mention.
Yeah, let's not talk about them.
No, let's not. It's been years and it's better just not to talk about it yeah.
Yeah.
That's all they need to know about that.
Anyway.
Yeah. Choose your Discord servers wisely. That's just in general, anyway. Because there's a lot of servers I've been in the past that have just been like, and sometimes I don't even notice. Like they'll kick me and like everybody else from it or something. They're those ones where I've been like, I'll join a server mostly either for the emotes or just because it's like somebody invited me and I'm like, yeah, sure, but I'm not gonna talk in it. And then like after a while, I just don't notice the whole server's just gone, and I didn't even notice. Anyway, where were we?
At this.
Andrew is brown nosing you on stream. Look, I like her. Okay. Shut up, you.
Are you gonna read the next line even?
After more than a couple minutes trekking, we're in base camp, which consists of an assortment of tents and huts. Among them are two more solid-looking structures, one larger and one smaller. I presume those are the labs. The whole camp is moderate, but functional. It reminds me of an army outpost. I'm struck by the lack of people. In fact, there's no one around apart from an older woman sitting outside peeling a pile of potatoes. I smile and give her a little nod, but she just stares back at me. Mrs. Marigold.
Ellipses!
I try not to get paranoid. Here. He looks... Okay, so that's... Maybe he's... He looks... Well, hold on. I'll wait till the next time he talks. He stops at the tents, indicating that I should go inside. I feel rude, so I make my presence known first. Hello? A firm but friendly voice calls out.
Come!
Yeah, come. Oh, he's leaving. Well, what I was going to say was well, this might be it with a lot of people. The guy's face looked a lot more plump in the picture than it did when they were showing him in the thing.
Yeah.
I walk in and hunched over some documents the great Professor Purrfect. Like, sure, it's an honor to meet you.
Yes. You must be Chungers? Come on in, my dear. Glad to have you on board. Good journey?
Jesus, that voice. Well, long.
Yes, indeed. We're better tucked away here. Or, we're rather tucked away here. Let me offer you some refreshment. Water? Coffee? Something stronger, perhaps? Whiskey?
It'd be rude to let you drink whiskey on your own. That's how I feel.
Jolly good. I can tell you and I are going to get along famously.
Jeez,
those eyes. He looked like a potato in his little picture. Yes, that's true, Bob.
Yeah, he did kind of look like a potato, yeah.
A potato flew around the room, brought me in from the docks. I don't know.
What?
Whenever I think of potatoes, the problem is I always think of that one vine. A potato flew around my room. The one where it's a potato on a string on a ceiling fan. My sister recreated that. And then she turned the fan up on high. and it flew out of the ribbon that she had used as a string and hit the wall. It was so funny. It stayed intact because it was a little red potato, but it was so funny. Just smack. My mom would call it down. What the fuck was that? We're just like, nothing. Because I didn't want to be blamed for involvement in that. Anyway,
he takes a swig from the bottle and passes it to me. I try not to show my self-consciousness and surreptitiously wipe the neck of my sleeve before taking a modest sip.
It will take you a while to find your way around and discover how it works, so for today I thought I would just get you kitted out, and maybe introduce you to some of the locals. The cats, that is. I believe you've already met most of the human locals.
Oh, I've only met the ferryman and the security guard who brought me here.
Yes, that's about it.
What about the lady outside?
Ah, Mrs. Marigold. Her and her husband are the caretakers. Wonderful couple, the Marigolds. You'll meet them before too long. We're a tidy little family here, Junkers, and I'm sure you'll fit in nicely.
Thank you, sir. I hope so.
Okay, so, first things first. This is your basic kit.
He begins going through a pile of things, explaining each of them in turn.
This is your backpack. You can put everything in it. We will be going on plenty of field trips, so it will be very useful. As will your own water bottle. Some disinfectant hand spray. These are heavy-duty reinforced gloves. They are essential when tagging cats out in the wild. Don't want any scratches from felines we don't know, now do we?
I suppose. I shove each new item into my backpack.
What? Is it on Discord?
Yes.
People think that I'm insane. The only gun is in my brain.
And each new gives me hope. That's why I don't smoke that dope. Listen to Extreme God Control by Madonna.
This song, Persona 3, Portable Sun.
No, it's Persona 3 Portable Sun.
Yes. Would mash up so well with God Control. Anyways.
But then he was
likewise, these goggles are to be brought along on all field trips. This slot here.
Sorry, I'm trying to... Oh. I can't spell his name.
I am continually tempted to look at Discord, but...
I was trying to spell Piers Morgan, but I couldn't... I don't care about his name. Anyway, back to where we were. He indicates to a small pile of what looks like laundry.
His basic uniform, lab coats, masks, stethoscope, etc. Portable first aid kit, camping knife with all tool attachments. Finally, and without doubt, most importantly, this.
He loads up something that looks a lot like a mobile phone, except it clearly isn't one.
This is your catalog.
But catalog?
Yes, the name comes from its earliest version. It was initially designed to record and store data on the cats, scan them, and log their details. But as you see, we've come a long way since then.
Yeah?
Now you can use it to communicate with the rest of our team. I've added everyone's contact details for you. Listen to music. Take photos. There's even a pen that comes with it to insert microchips into the back of the cat's neck so that we can keep track of them. It's a very valuable piece of equipment, Chunkers, and I need you to protect it above all else. Do you understand?
He looks me directly in the eye and clearly expects a response. Yes, sir. I will do anything for you.
Good. You'll get to know all the functions as you go along, but for now, I suggest we take a stroll out and see if we can't find a few friends to introduce you to, so you can try it out.
Yeah. He hands me the gadget. I feel a bit nervous taking charge of it, but I'm also really keen to have a go. Ooh, she's really keen, love.
Saving!
Saving.
You know what I should have done? I should have done a Garfield voice for Popper.
You can't do a Garfield voice.
No, I mean Garfield the Deals Warlock. You don't know who that is.
I know who Garfield is.
Garfield the Deals Warlock from the Adventure Zone.
Honey, it's still based off of Garfield the cat.
He has a completely different voice.
It's still Garfield the cat.
Well, a lot of the time he's drawn as Garfield the cat, but also some of the time he's not. The idea is that he's supposed to be his superposition between being a cat and a person, and a cat person. Is he a furry? Is he the ultimate furry? Is he just a fur creature? We don't know.
Anyway, we head down to the beach, the professor explaining things as we go.
The mixture of terrain on Cat Island is quite unique. Even in such a relatively small area, you'll find forests and mountains, jungle, beaches, woodland. Forest and woodland are usually the same thing categorically, but okay. All of these different geological and ecological zones in one place. It really is most remarkable.
Hold on. Okay. Even if... Yeah, no, that's you.
I accidentally pressed... You were supposed to say it certainly is. But anyway. Even the lack of wildlife is, in itself, quite remarkable.
I mean, is it that remarkable, though? Anyway, what do you mean, Professor?
Well, put simply, there is a type of force field that surrounds the island, disallowing anything to enter.
Then how the fuck did I enter? You mean literally anything?
Absolutely. No birds, fish, or creatures of any kind can penetrate it.
What? We're here, yeah, exactly.
I see what you mean. Well, there is, of course, one small break in this invisible wall, and that is where we built the jetty. But let's not get too bogged down in all this right now. What you do need to know is that basically the island is shaped like a peanut.
Dip a nearby stick and draws a simple map in the sand.
This, our end of the island, is very well known to us now. We've been researching here for many years. The other end is not so familiar to us. We've encountered difficulties that have hindered our progress in the region.
Oh.
What was that?
Yeah, what was that?
I think it was a ghost in the machine.
Oh, what the fuck?
I don't know.
Okay. What kind of difficulties, Professor?
Well, we're not as sure as we'd like to be, but what I can tell you is that the environment has an adverse effect upon humans, inducing nausea at the very least.
Oh, that is an interesting cast.
Oh?
Sorry, I just happened to... Also, that's... Oh, yeah, that's right. That's being made into a musical. I forgot about that.
Oh no, I accidentally pressed space.
You do that a lot.
I'm just feeling like, how warm is my laptop getting already from this game?
How what?
How warm my laptop gets from just playing this game. It seems like it has a lot of its data loaded all at once. That's what I'm guessing.
Jesus Christ, look at all these. So many musicals being made. So many Broadway musicals being made into films.
Wasn't that the thing in the 90s?
Well, it's coming back in the 2020s. We've got Cats, based on the Broadway show. You know, about cats. With a cast of Jennifer Hudson, Taylor Swift, James Corden, Rebel Wilson, Jason Derulo, Idris Elba, Ian McKellen, Judi Dench, and a bunch of other people I don't recognize.
Is that why I hear you constantly going on your phone?
I'm not doing that on my phone. I'm moving my leg, which is hitting the laptop. Yeah, bouncing my leg. Sorry.
That's why I hear a slightly slappy sound.
Yeah, it's the top screen moving slightly back and forth because it's not like in place. It's just slightly.
Yeah, it's still making a noise.
Well, if I'm holding it, it's not making it, is it?
Not really, no. Anyway,
hold it forever.
Other side effects include fainting, migraines, possible nerve damage.
I love possible nerve damage. Gosh, that is serious.
As I say, it's best to keep away. But let's not go into all that now, my dear. You've had a long day. For now, let's just say that we refer to that far end of the island as the danger zone for a reason. The danger zone. Must ask you not to put yourself at risk by venturing beyond this mountain range here.
Good. Not good. I just dislike this video, bastard.
Okay.
What? Oh, nothing. It's fine. Anyway, he refers to the map once more, drawing a line just past the center and an X to the end section.
There are wild, aggressive cats out there. I wouldn't want you getting too close to them. Unlike our lovely fellows closer to home.
Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. He led me to a spot where a few cats were lounging about. Meow, 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 meow.
What do we say? What do you say we try out your catalog now, Junkers?
He stoops down and picks up the end of the animals, a disgruntled-looking cat who is sleeping under the shade of a palm tree. Meow. The cat lets out a displeased mew, but doesn't struggle. Meow. Its large body, billowing with long orange fur, just sort of hangs in the professor's arms in lazy resignation.
Would you like to have a go at scanning this delightful chap?
I find the on switch and somewhat timidly activate it. The gadget immediately comes to artificial life with a beep, boop, boop, and a red pulsating light. They select the app labeled Cat Scan and it loads instantly. There's no delay on this thing. What?
Upset. OMG, that's Andrew.
Hold on.
I mean, I was about to say, with the name Chungers for our character, that would be like the cat Sona of them.
Hold on.
Chungers! I love the name.
Let's see. Put user in timeout.
No!
God damn you, Bob. No. Bad Bob.
But babe, it looks like Garfield!
Yes, he looks like Garfield, but not to say, OMG, that's Andrew, the rude bastard.
Well, A, your profile picture's Garfield. Second of all, you're a chonky kitty.
Yes, I know I'm a chonky kitty.
And you're the more adorable for it.
Yeah, I know. Fine. The professor holds out the cat with the arms outstretched. I'm sure he said the scanning chip is implanted into the back of the neck, but it's difficult to find this one's neck, almost amid the thick cloud of fur.
At least you don't have a thick cloud of fur for me to be able to find your neck.
That's true. I'd have lots of fur, though. Anyway, I blow and make a parting and press the catalog into his skin. It's like scanning groceries where I used to work.
That should do it.
And he plops the Marmalade Tom back in the shade. Meow. Sure enough, I find that the cat has been successfully scanned. Meow.
Floofy butt. Oh.
Meow. Meow.
Oh, that's an adorable little dirt face.
Oh, now that's a cute dirt face. Did Bob leave? I'm gonna have to go kill him. Bob, come back to the stream.
I think he's probably still here.
It says it's down to 1.
Oh. See, I am always stuck at live chat 0. Because it never gives me the right number of people anymore. It always gives me 0 people for some reason. Even though I know Nightbot's technically around, always.
That's why I always have 1, because it's Nightbot.
It's just frustrating.
And
anyway.
In the stream, what are you talking about? Never mind then.
YouTube's just being dumb then. Anyways, Floofy butt.
Yeah, because Bob doesn't talk a lot. Look at the difference between messages. 804, 805, 807, 810, 822, 837. Talk more, damn it.
Exponentially growing time between messages.
That's right. I don't want that.
Anyway. Name. Floofy butt. Gender. Male. Age. 10 years, 4 months. Breed. Red tabby Persian.
Eyes. Red. Meow. It's a cute butt. Amazing.
Clever, isn't it? A large part of your job here will be to tag and scan the cats, such as Mr. Floofybutt here. But it looks like you'll have no problems at all in that area. Excellent work, Chunkers.
Thank you. I can't wait to get started.
Well, why don't you get a bit more practice with the catalog and scan the rest of them while we're here? These 5 spend a lot of time together. They're like a little family. Aren't you? Oh, yes, you are.
The professor seems to be a genuine cat lover like me. I think we're going to get on great. Okay, here goes. No help this time. The professor steps back. The first cat I approach is very friendly, with beautiful calico. I know I'm saying it right, but it just doesn't sound right in my head. Calico markings. Meow. Look at Trixie Mattel. Oh, look at the cute little derp face. Trixie. Gender, female. Age, 3 years, 8 months. Breed, Calico American. Short hair. Eye color, green. Hello?
What?
Hello?
What? Yeah. I clicked thing.
Okay, I didn't hear you. You weren't talking, so...
I was just listening to you talk, seeing as this is your basically.
Yes, anyway. Next is an elegant, sleek, hairless cat sitting gracefully in the sun. She doesn't pay me much attention and allows me to scan her with minimal fuss.
Wow.
Oh, she's much cuter in the little thing than she is. Snooty Booty. Female, 11 years, 1 month. Oh, she's even older. Sphinx Blue. Oh. The fourth cat I approach is a noisy one. Meow.
I swear there's a cat called Katya. No, I don't think there is.
That would be great, though. I swear there's a cat.
Or what about Brian? Brian, darling. Oh no, I've fallen on Brian. Brian, no. I bet you don't remember that from the animatic that I showed you. And we didn't get that far in the Adventure Zone. With Magic Brian.
Meow, 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 meow.
Spider Brian. And Magic Brian.
Meow.
Yes.
Meow, meow, meow. Meow.
No.
McMurphy. Name, McMurphy. Male, 6 years old, brown, crossbreed, green eyes. And finally, the one I put off till last. He's been sulking around the edges of the activity, eyeing me suspiciously, as though he would pounce at any moment. Love the letter P. I laugh at myself already projecting personalities onto these animals.
Wouldn't you know, there's a lovely thing called personalities that all animals share.
Yes. Oh, he looks really ugly, except for the chibi part. Kibbles. Name, Kibbles. Gender, male, age 3 years. Breed, white British long hair, eyes green.
A lot of green-eyed cats.
Yes.
They all would be able to read the book without words. All done. I hope you enjoyed meeting some of the locals. I'm trying to make him not sound so evil, but that just sounds so weird.
Yes, it does.
I can't make him chuckle. I have a feeling you'll get to know them quite well in time. That's probably enough for your first day, don't you think? It's quite a lot to take in.
I am suddenly exhausted and grateful to be heading back to camp.
Saving!
It's quite late by the time I've unpacked and settled myself, but I want to write my journal entry before I sleep. I'm surprised at how chilly it is. I pulled my sleeping bag right up to my chin, but I can still feel goose pimples. Seeing shivering, I rubbed to warm myself up. Makes me smile to think that this inherent reaction to the cold is what will be keeping my new feline friends warm tonight. My eyelids closed, thinking of cats and the island and the professor.
Ah!
The world around me drifts away as I float up into a dream. The world's floating up into a dream but I'm not sure how long, but I wake with a violent jolt that leaves me sitting bolt upright. It's too dark to see anything, but I hear a rustling, and then strange electronic noise, one that in my sleepy confusion I can't place right away. Boop, boop, boop. A catalog. I scramble and follow the noise outside the tent. I look around, and my fears are confirmed when I catch a pulsing red light getting fainter in the direction of the forest. I snap into action, running as fast as I can. Barefoot, I dressed in my pajamas, running at full speed into the forest. Into the dark of night. I must be crazy. The words of Professor Purrfect are ringing in my ear.
I need you to protect it above all else.
My legs are trembling beneath me. I stop, feeling my heartbeat heavy through my body. I wheeze in and out and in and out and in and out, my breath billowing in front of me in white puffs. I shouldn't feel like this. Why am I so dizzy? I try to get my bearings and realize I've blundered perilously close to the danger zone.
Danger zone.
Danger zone. Danger zone. It's the danger zone. I can just make out the shapes of some large animals in front of me before my eyes close and I drop to my knees. Oh my. I open my eyes. The calico cat I scanned yesterday is sitting in front of me. She drops the catalog at my feet.
Meow.
Okay, why does that keep doing that? That's kind of weird.
I think it's programmed, of course.
I hope so. I pass out.
Saving! Hello, can you hear me?
Are you okay?
What is it? No, I am not giving him the professor voice. What is it?
No, that face doesn't fit that voice. Don't be ridiculous, Kibbles. It's a human.
Oh yeah, yuck. I can smell it now. Smells like a human. No.
Yeah, that's better.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'll do that. I was like, Oh yeah, yeah. I can smell it now. Smells like a human.
I'm waiting. Come on.
Is the screen share just delayed or?
Yeah, it was normally it hasn't been delayed, but it was just decided to be delayed right then. Oh, do be quiet. Are they alive?
Of course it's alive. It's breathing, you imbecile. Why isn't it moving?
Would you come on and give them some space? Move back a bit. Yes, stand back. Move out of my way. Let me have a proper look. I begin to come to. The Sphinx cat is standing over me as I open my eyes. We stare at each other while I try to figure out what to take in and what's happening. Is this one defective? Oh, I feel sick. I'm gonna puke. The cats watch me intently. Going insane? Ouch, my head. What is it chattering about? They're scared and confused. Let me talk to them. Human, are you alright? You, I remember. You took my catalog. Oh, but I gave it back to you. It's in your pocket now. I try to reach into my pocket and realize my hands are scratched to shreds. Ow, 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 what's wrong with my hands? I try to stand. Ow, 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 my feet. What happened to me? Yeah, I guess that's from all the climbing.
I told you it wasn't ready for that.
What's that? Ready for what?
Its anatomical structure is far too delicate. I tried to slow it down.
Yeah, fancy and not fancy and like, yeah, Floof, you try restraining a human. Restraining a human who's that determined.
It was like a mage. Its anatomical structure didn't seem that delicate to me.
I was like, a what? Doing what? You made your own way back to the beach. Okay, but that doesn't explain. I show my bleeding hands. Ah, you crawled. Kata. Kata? Who's Kata? That's not my name. It's a term of endearment. It's an Irish thing. Oh, guess I should give him an Irish accent. I should have realized.
Yes, that makes sense for
Murphy.
Mick Murphy. Or maybe it's Mac Murphy.
It's an Irish. It's an Irish thing.
I'm Mac Murphy.
Yeah. Anyway, it's inappropriate. Wait, I crawled? You sure did. Like a cat?
Yup.
All the way from the mountains. Like a bleeding mountain lion. Impressive. But why?
Because you got the sickness.
Shh. You should sit down. We need to have a talk. Possibly a long talk. Talk? Yes, that's right. Since when can cats talk?
Oh, for goodness sake, since the dawn of time, how else do you think we communicate?
Stop splitting whiskers, Major. You know full well what the human is saying. I think the revelation here, Kata, is that you can understand us. Yes, that too. Will someone please explain what the hell's going on here? Well, we don't fully understand everything ourselves, at least not the details of how it all works. I think being stood in a forest surrounded by a bunch of talking cats is about as much detail as anybody would want. I agree, and more to the point, we were rather hoping you would be able to help us. You are the scientist, after all. What we do know is that the clock has started ticking for you. What do you mean? Well, there's no easy way to say this.
Oh no, are we slowly turning into a cat? Oh my god! You'll be catified! Okay, you know what? Giving Kibbles a Garfield voice actually works. Garfield the Deals Warlock, except it's Kibbles.
I guess I'll be what? Whether you help or not, you don't have a lot of time before... If I may... It would seem, and we're basing this on our experiences to date, that when a human manages to find themselves in what I believe you call the danger zone, they are vulnerable in ways that they previously were not. That is to say...
You're screwed!
Well, that's really unfortunate, isn't it? You're not helping. Don't make me. Come on, stop the delay. There you go. Whoa, mountain lion. There'll be no violence of any kind. Forgive me for being a bit panicked here.
The vulnerability to which Snooty Booty was referring is, simply put, if you are bitten or scratched by an elder cat within the danger zone, you will begin a process of change that ultimately results in a full feline transition.
So basically, you're telling me I'm a werecat?
No, because I'm assuming you will be permanently catified, so not a werecat, just transformed.
I look down, and amongst the scratches on my right hand are two distinct puncture marks. The reality of my situation descends on me like a cold mist.
Basically. Yes. Yeah,
My
whatever.
head is spinning. This is too much for me to take in. Take a breath now, Kara. You're not looking so good. What have I started to change? I feel my head for ears, fur, everything seems to be normal. No, I just meant you're looking a bit shaky, understandably so. I take a few deep breaths, steady breaths, and calm myself enough just to say, okay, so why, how, what? Give me some data. What have you got so far? Look, we'll answer anything we can, but the truth is we have more questions than answers ourselves. So, you need my help. What exactly would that entail?
Well, finding our friends would be a start.
It's buffer. It's delayed right now, so. Anyway, there we go. The cats on this island, they're going missing. We don't know what's happening to them, but their body count is rising, and we've hit a wall.
A wall of ignorance, maybe. Really, how many times do I have to tell you? The Muellers are to blame.
Muellers? Oh, excuse me, sorry. No, floofy butt. There's no need for name calling.
Speaking of name calling, I'll remind you to call me Major, madam.
Look, they can't help the way they are. It's a lack of breeding, you know.
Overbreeding, if you ask me.
Again, Muellers. They're the elder cats. The island originals. They can't speak the way we can, hence the derogatory term Muellers. And how are they to blame exactly?
Well, if I knew that, there would be no need for this elaborate kidnapping. It's hardly proving to be a roaring success, after all.
With the exception of Trixie and Macmillan and wife, McMurphy. Well, I guess maybe the Sphinx, but that's all. I like that the little pictures are much cuter than the cats themselves. Again, minus McMurray and McMurphy and Trixie are kind of cute, but then just to see like ugly face, not ugly face, just angry face, and then Sphinx just looking at you like judging you with every eye twitch, just judging.
But that's her entire personality.
No, her entire personality is if this was a voiceover game with A-list stars, she'd be voiced by Judi Dench.
True.
And then they get Jacksepticeye for McMurphy. And then Trixie Mattel for Trixie, just cuz.
Or you could have, Archie Game, whatever his real name is. He's also Irish. Oh, well. Anyway, the cats in the other cats in the danger zone are hostile toward us. Not sure why. They've always been that way, and now cats are being taken. Nowhere else is safe either.
Ooh, excuse me. You expect the occasional mishap. We live in an undomesticated world here, after all. But lately, cats have been disappearing almost every day.
That's a lot of cats. Since the last human we catified went missing. Even the last human we catified went missing.
Boyfriend is now playing Purrfect Date. Why does he keep saying he's now playing Purrfect Date?
I don't
He's been
know.
playing Purrfect Date. Strange. Anyway. I'm sorry, what?
Let's not open old wounds, Kibbles.
Come on, stop with the delay.
Hmm.
Yes, onward and upwards. Well, this thing... First, the werecat thing.
Notification. Transition.
Whatever. Okay, it's really... Okay, how does it work?
Time passes, then you transform into a cat. Yeah.
I love nyeh. Cat noise. It's a gradual process. Oh, why is it so... There we go. It's different for everyone, but you won't just turn overnight. Come in.
Oh my god.
The clock is ticking, however. The first side effect of the transition is being able to understand us. Well, some of us.
Not the elders, obviously.
And not all cats.
Domestics. Then you have the whole heightened senses thing. The increased agility. The crazy body hair stuff. Let's not worry the human with all the details just yet.
I assume there's an antidote. I'm afraid you're going to be disappointed in that assumption. And that's basically just like, I don't know, that's so strange to me that it's like, well, guess what? You're gonna be a cat. Bye. Hang on, you said there was someone else who you'd put in this position.
Well, that's better. Let's hope you're a better bet than they were.
Unfortunately, they weren't able to discover an antidote or gel get our friends back.
I know where the notes were. Where the notes are, though.
Really?
Trade.
Huh?
You help us, and I'll give them the progress reports.
Let's smile. So now you have a choice. Do we help the kitties, or do we not help the kitties?
I'm gonna figure help the kitties.
Well, you can. But you can also not help the kitties and press that 6 times and end the game early, but get an achievement and other stuff. But we can save that for another time, and I'll do that on my own. We can help the kitties. But yes, there's a whole thing you can do. Like one of those where you're like, say, no, I won't do it. And they're like, are you sure? No, I'm not going to do it. Are you sure? But I don't want to do it. But are you really sure? And I'm like, God damn it, I don't want to do it. It takes like 6 times before they're like, okay, fine, goodbye, end game. Not much of a choice, really, is it? What's that? Come on. It's, I can't help the delay on...
I know, it's just like so ridiculous.
It's very ridiculous. Perhaps you should take over for a bit.
Okay. You know what? I also just got an idea. I can change the screen share to... Hold on.
Right now,
Can't I do it so that it's just share a specific window? No, I can't.
Oh,
Huh.
well.
Oh, well then. Afraid not. Okay, fine. So where do I start? Is there anything you can tell me that will help me track down your missing friends? Will no one listen to sense? Start with the Muellers. And I'll eat my hat if it doesn't end there too. Don't mind him, he's set in his ways. We have every reason to believe the abductions take place in your part of the island. Yes, nowhere near the danger zone or the elders. What the fuck sort of accent did I just pull down for McMurphy? Well, it doesn't make much sense. But I suppose nothing does around this place. The catalog beeps. Oh, my alarm! I have to get to work! You run along now. We don't want you arousing suspicions with your people. You can meet us later. I'll make sure those reports are in your tent before this evening. Thanks, Carter.
You're 1 in a million.
I imagine the odds are far greater than that, even given your new health status.
No! And thanks from all of us. That's cute.
Sailing!
Just like...
Ow.
After a really painful journey, I'm grateful to finally limp into camp. I have just enough time to get myself... Oh, it's blurry. Something filthy pajamas when I hear my catalog beeping. I have a message, but I can't tell who it's from. It's not from any of the contacts that Professor Popper programmed. In fact, there's no contact information at all. Are you sure it is wise to trust everyone? Anyone?
The music currently playing gives me the intrigue of Gravity Falls level intrigue feel, which is quite cool.
What on earth does that mean?
New catalog. Who is it? Who dis?
No catalog. Who did? There's a lot you don't know. Think carefully about who you confide in. Okay, I'm getting really annoyed of that because that's really freaky.
I think it's just the island being weird. It gives me the same feel as Oxenfree, honestly.
Maybe it's just so strange to me.
This isn't secretly a horror game, is it? Thought it was supposed to be a cat dating sim.
Oh no, it's Doki Doki Literature Club all over again! Ah, Doki Doki Literature Club! Hold on. Before I can think of a reply, the messages are gone and my catalog has no record of them. I don't have any time to think about this right now. I need to get ready. As soon as I'm presentable, I head over to the lab. I'm 10 minutes late, and it doesn't give a good impression on my first morning.
Ah, Chunkers, good to see you. I was beginning to worry. Did you oversleep on your first day?
I'm really sorry. I think the traveling and excitement of yesterday. I take punctuality very seriously. He cuts my apology.
Not to worry, it's perfectly understandable. You'll find I'm quite relaxed about most things. As long as you get the work done, I don't much mind what hours you keep.
Thank you, sir.
So, shall we get started? My
Now.
goodness, what on earth happened to you? Vibrator!
Vibrator.
I hear your phone vibrating.
Oh, I forgot about that. Vibrator.
Bzz, bzz.
It looks at the scratches all over my hands. Oh, I fell and tried to save myself by something bush.
And onto a bush. I'm afraid I led you astray last night. Not everyone can take a double malt. How's the head this morning?
Oh, that's cute. I'm on their official website. There's a Q&A with the Major, aka Floofy Butt. Oh, Bushy. I'm looking at the Purrfect Date website. Aha, here we go. Purrfect Date is a cross between a visual novel, a dating sim, and a dark British comedy. Well, that doesn't say horror, so I'm assuming.
So,
it's
dark
not.
British comedy.
Yeah, because it says Dark Secrets of the Mysterious Cat Island, so I don't assume it'll be horror.
Well, it's not exactly gonna be Lord of the Flies, but,
I think it's gonna be Lost, but funnier.
you know what? That makes sense. It's gonna be Lost, but funnier, more British, with cats.
And dating.
And dating.
birds.
And a little bit of science. But, yes. Okay, that should be really fun. I mean, I knew it was gonna be fun, but this sounds even more like fun.
Exactly. It's fun.
It's easier just to play along.
A little bit fuzzy, but it won't affect my work, so. I really ought to drink spirits on an empty stomach.
Got to get those hands sorted out, though. They look pretty nasty to me.
He goes to the tall metal cabinet and takes out a bottle and some cotton wool, and clearing and tending to my hands while he talks.
For today, I'd like you to help me with a few tasks around the lab to get the hang of things, but from tomorrow, I'll let you make your own choices about how best to carve up your time. Of course, you are primarily here to carry out your job as my research assistant. However, try to make the most of your time on the island. Once your work is completed, we'll be saying goodbye. This really is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so don't waste it all in the lab. Naturally, I need your help around here, but I'd also like you to get your hands dirty with some field work. Make sure you spend time exploring the island. It's a beautiful place, and there's a lot to see. Take the time to get to know the cats. A full understanding of their behavior is critical to our research. There's plenty to see and do. However, you must be careful not to overwork yourself. Take regular rest and relaxation. We don't want you to burn yourself out now, do we?
I'll try to get the balance right.
That's the spirit. So there you are.
He's buffering again.
No. He's done a first class job. And yada yada yada.
Read.
Are you saying for me too?
Yes.
I spent the rest of the day with the professor, getting to know how the various pieces of equipment in the lab work, finding out where everything is, and learning some of the basic duties we'll be performing routinely. By the end of the day, I'm exhausted. I make my way to my tent. I'm about to flop down on my bed when I see a package poking out from underneath it. It's the reports that Kibbles promised to deliver. The cats were right. The previous person barely made a start on producing an antidote. I'm gutted and worried. But if I can't do any better, will it just turn into a cat? I decide that's not an option and dissolve to get going on my own research into it tomorrow. Instincts tell me that cats
into a cat.
My instincts tell me that the cats will be a good starting point. I have a feeling they know a lot more than they're prepared to tell me. I need to gain their trust and see if I can't get them to open up a bit. I'm sure I'll make more progress if I focus on one at a time. I'm optimistic that one-to-one sharing will prove fruitful. It's a small glimmer of hope. Tonight, I'm not fit for anything, though. I can barely even write in my journal before I fall asleep. First morning of waking up on the island. Well, normal morning. I'm so excited to discover what the day will bring. Should I drop straight into lab research, or maybe it would be wise to start investigating a way to help these cats and find a cure for myself. Perhaps a good starting point would be to get to know the cats a little better on a one-to-one basis. Sang! Achievement unlocked. New job.
We got an achievement. It only took.
Oh my gosh, the tent has adorable posters in the background.
Cookies! Oh my goodness.
There's romance, research, and recon.
I think we need to do a little bit of research, a little bit of recon, and a little bit of romance. Let me see. What am I doing? Looking for. Hold on. Here we go. Why didn't I click on this before? So we should have done that. All 4 hearts. Oh, okay. So we don't. So we don't want to use all 4 hearts at once.
Okay,
Unless
yeah.
there's an achievement you can get, which is "You're stressing me out," MEOWT, which is a bad ending that is unlocked by using all 4 hearts at once.
Okay. I bet a lot of first-time players get that.
Yeah, I believe it. And then, let's see. 2 star cost, written in the stars, 1 minor. Oh, I love them.
I wonder if it's possible to get all, well, no, you can't get all endings at once, I assume.
No, there's 8, honey. There's 18 endings.
Okay, yes.
Which is basically a good ending with the romance and a bad ending with the romance, plus a bunch of other things. Looking.
So who we romancing?
I'm trying to figure out.
Are you going the utilitarian approach or just going after the Irishman?
I mean, I kind of want to go after the Irishman, but I also kind of want to get some possible love from the ladies.
Yes.
We're playing as a lady. Maybe if we were playing as a guy, we could go after the males.
Yeah, how about game 2? We choose one of the blokes and go after the Irishman.
Irish, yes.
That sounds fun.
I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Is that come to the right place?
Right now, we're just sort of standing around. All right. What do these screens give you? I was barely on it before. Round up some rowdy kitties. I've only got to organize a few samples from previous field trips. Today I'm off on a field trip of sorts with a professor. I can't wait to see what he's planning to show me. Unlocks after completing chapter 2. Wow, we're still not even done with chapter 1. Grooming cats.
There's like 6 chapters.
Medical trial, a turn for the worse. Unlocks after completing research 13, which is growing pains. Ooh.
Hold on. I'm looking.
Get that Irish D. Scrub in. Oh no! Did we have to give some cat surgery? Feeding duty, tagging, scanning, trial results, filling in. Yeah, that said filing it or feeling in. Yeah, but whatever. Lunch meeting. Warning signs. Oh wait, no, this would have to be 13 then. Taking vitals. Because of the way that this is organized.
Mm.
10 unlocks after 13? Why are these just not sequential? No, whatever. And recon. Security guard I met when I arrived might be a good lead. Time for a bit of interrogation work. Strange message in the middle of the night. Doesn't anyone on this island sleep? The secret source. Secret message. I don't remember the rest, but I know it ends with, and die. Nobody will appreciate that Avatar reference, will they?
Nope.
Oh, I think we can only date Snooty Booty and McMurphy right now.
Oh, well, I guess we're going after Snooty Booty.
Alright then. Which cat should I date? I wish it gave us a... Oh, and the question mark kitty. I'm assuming the question mark kitty is the previous catified person.
Perhaps.
Just the cow. The barnyard cow. Perhaps.
The barnyard cow?
The cow from Barnyard, I forget what the fuck his name is.
Wow, he has a name. Okay.
Otis?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. I didn't remember it for a Anyways, what should we do? Should we go and romance Snooty Booty, or...
No, but we've been trying to choose.
Well, what are some general tips? Like...
There's no tips, that's the problem. There's no walkthroughs for this that aren't in video form.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because this game's still so relatively recent.
I guess. I'll do one of each. Let's start with research. Field trip.
I'll be right back. You read for me, okay?
Okay. Professor Popper told me to be ready early and dressed for hiking, as we're doing field work this morning. I'm not sure that I have anything that would pass for hiking gear, to be honest. Some sturdy shoes would be good. Oh well, lab coat and trainers it is, then, as usual. You only brought trainers to an island? I really, really wonder how prepared most people would be going into research at an island, but I would bring at least hiking boots and some sort of trainers, tennis shoes, or sneakers, or whatever. Some sort of comfy wear that I can wear inside, but like, could get dirty. So like normal shoes, not just slippers. This isn't a Japanese game, of course, so they don't just wear slippers indoors all the time. A message from the professor lights up my catalog. Set to go. Set to go? I'm waiting outside my tent. Chunkers, are you ready for field work today? Yes, of course, Professor. May I ask where we are going? Somewhere I think you'll find very interesting. His face. The professor hands me a backpack. Here, take this bag. It's very full, but surprisingly light. Popper has set off at a brisk pace, calling back to me over his shoulder. This way! To catch him up. After some serious walking, with me struggling to keep up, the professor stops abruptly and listens. Do you hear that? There's a distant sound of bubbling water. We're almost there! Secretly, I'm relieved, as I don't think I can go much further. Just a little climbing. Climbing? I hide my dismay. Where does he get his energy from? It's just at the top there. It's not as difficult as a climb as it looks. We are in front of an almost vertical rock face. Just copy me. He clambers up expertly. I manage to find a spot that will support my foot and start the climb. I make little progress before slipping and falling flat on my bum. I try again. This time I take it slow. Again I fall. What happened to the benefits of catification the others keep going on about? Cats don't normally climb like humans. The professor notices I'm having trouble and holds a hand out for me. I manage to climb up just enough to take hold of him, and he lifts me the rest of the way. His strength is impressive. Curious, even. Werecat? Or something. Not a fan of climbing, eh? Can't say I've done much of it, Professor. Come along, then. I can get you there. He pretty much pulls me all the way to the top, then leads me to the entrance of a small cave. The sound of running water is very, very loud now. Secret tunnel! Secret river. I instantly see why. A natural spring has cut its way through the rock and created a beautiful cascade of sparkling clear water. It looks delicious. I kneel down without thinking and begin to drink it. It tastes amazing. As I come up for breath, I see the professor looking at me with suspicion. You should know better. It is never wise under any circumstances to ingest something that is unproven. But here on this island, it would be prudent to exercise more caution than usual. I feel embarrassed at my lack of consideration. Yes, of course, sir. I wasn't thinking. I felt so thirsty and it looked so good. I do understand. Many have made the same error. Fortunately for you, this is tried and tested for safe consumption. It's good, don't you think? My body feels suddenly re-energized. I feel like I could climb any wall. It's incredible. I feel fantastic. What's in it? We don't know. That's why we're here. We need more samples. We've been studying this water for months now, and we still know very little about it. Check your bag. I open my bag. It's full to the brim with empty plastic bottles. We'll need to fill all of these with water. We're going to need as much as we can carry. I do as he says. By the time all the bottles are full and back in my bag, it weighs a ton. But I feel like I can lift anything. The effect of the water is powerful. The professor has also packed his own rucksack with bottles. That should do us for now. Let's get these back. This is the professor field trip, but the samples one feels like you know what, never mind. As we make our way down the rock face and back to camp, I have no problem keeping up with the professor. I feel I could run all the way. You know what? This is why he has all his energy. However, as we get closer to home, I start to feel the effect wear off. My bag becomes unbearably heavy. The final limp into camp is torture. I need to rest. Saving! Antidote 1.4%! Yay! Recon! Alright, let's interview the security guard. Time for a bit of interrogation work. I've been staring at the back of his head for a long time now. Too long. I'm starting to feel creepy. I just don't understand it. All he does is sit in that chair by the dock, eating egg sandwiches and doing crossword puzzles. How does a man like that become the security guard for a place like this? As far as I can tell, his job consists of greeting the boat to make sure nothing unauthorized gets on or off it, picking up supply deliveries, and occasionally taking a long, lazy lap of the island to make sure everything's secure. I wonder what he knows about the research that goes on here, if anything. He doesn't seem to be interested regardless. I decide it's time to get to know this island bouncer and go join him at the dock. Ah, his name's Zane. I sit next to Zane. Me on the sand, him in that chair. He's not wearing his big coat, and the short-sleeved shirt allows me to notice for the first time how surprisingly muscular he is. Oh wow, he is muscly. I never truly thought of him as security in the bodyguard sense, but now, squinting at him sideways, trying not to stare too obviously, I begin to see him in a new light. I pick up the courage to talk. Hey Zane, how are you? Are you trying to start a conversation? He says this without looking up from his crossword puzzle. Oh, I suppose I am, yes. I don't get to chat to humans much on my job. Research Assistant 125. He rolls the words out like he's reading them. Oh, yes, I guess that's me. So what does that number stand for, anyhow? You don't know? He asks monotonously, eyes still glued to his crossword puzzle. No, actually, to be honest, Zane, I don't know much at all. There's a definite lack of intel sharing in this project. Which project would that be? This one. This whole research project that's going on here. Is there more than one? Well, technically there are multiple areas of research in this island, so yes, you could call it multiple research projects, but the island as a whole, the whole ordeal, the whole 9 yards, the island, depends on who you ask. I was asking you, really. I don't understand your job. I don't need to. I don't care about things I don't need to. What do you care about? Zane looks at me for the first time. You really want to talk, don't you? Well, there's not much else to do here. Besides, I am interested in it all, aren't you? Aren't you? My interests consist of what's for dinner and when my next puzzle book's coming. Huh. When it's coming, you get it delivered. Comes with the mail. He's back to not looking at me again. The mail? You mean the parcels? And the letters, yeah. The letters? We go to the trouble of sending mail all the way out here when we have email. I laugh, but Zane looks very serious. It's safer sending mail the old-fashioned way. With email, there's viruses, hackers, worms, cyber terrorists. I work in IT and I know that that's an over exaggeration of what a lot of stuff is out there. Just be
My
vigilant and you
boyfriend
won't
works
face
in IT.
it. I get the feeling he's not very tech savvy.
Not like my
Yeah, but
boyfriend
anyone
who
can
works
open
in
and read a letter,
IT.
right?
You're super tech savvy, aren't you, babe?
Yes.
Yeah. Also, hello, I'm back.
Anyway,
I was putting away food. We ate
I'm
earlier.
around.
It was lunch.
And besides, who would suspect that something important would be in a fragrant pink envelope?
Interesting. I didn't know that.
What?
Preservatives, or preserves, made from cooking the whole fruit. Jam, made from cooking mashed fruit. Butter, made from cooking strained fruit pulp. Jelly is made from cooking fruit juice.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Uh-huh.
Robert says, gag. An actual helpful post in this server.
Say that again.
Bob says, gag. An actual helpful post in this server. Media and links.
I gotta plug in my laptop again. Damn. Playing games drains the battery. By ex-detective Nicholas.
There.
Oh yeah,
Where's my drink?
it's the thing. What's the difference? I give it a shoot rating. Oh, oops. I clicked the wrong thing. Alright.
No, you gave it a shoot. That's correct.
There's an awkward silence. Of course, being my usual socially inept self, I'm desperate to fill it. Why are all the game protagonists socially inept? You know what makes them more endearing and more personally, more personal to us? Need any help with that crossword? I'm pretty good. I can even do the cryptic puzzle in the Daily Inquirer. You should say, I've even tried making my own. They're actually pretty easy to make. Well,
This line usually gives me a little.
this line usually gains me a little kudos, but Zane simply ignores me. I decide to just come out and say what's on my mind. I mean, I can't make things more awkward than they already are.
Can you, though?
We'll find out. Zane, have you ever noticed anything strange going on here? Cats behaving weirdly? Or do you want to try taking over for voice lines again?
I'll try again to see if it messes up, but... Zane suddenly looks up, his eyes locking straight on mine, unwavering and hard.
No. Have you?
I love that he looks like a potato. I think it's supposed to be. I keep looking at him and I'm like, he looks like a potato. I'm wondering maybe if it's not. Maybe they're trying to make them each little picture of a person is supposed to look cuter than they actually are, more chibi-fied almost, if even a little. Which also makes me think, then what does our chungers look like?
Green Blaze? A little bit? Except with freckles, slightly lighter skin, but like the same sort of hairdo, similar head shape even. Glasses, lab coat.
Wait, I didn't know that. When did you see what they look like?
I'm guessing that's what they will look like. Like, just based on the hairdo, like, again, the face shape, just like, maybe.
I don't know, anyway. Well, not exactly, but... He's looking at me properly for the first time. I have definitely captured his attention. But I'm too nervous to follow through. Pussy! I'm just being silly. The lack of human company can get to me. It gives me daft ideas.
Such as?
You know, cats talking. Sometimes when I'm out tagging, I feel like they're playing games on me, like children, hide and seek, that kind of thing.
Some of those cats may be cleverer than any of us give them credit for.
Now it's my turn to be intrigued. In what way?
They know when to stay out of the sun. You're going pink.
That moment, if there was one, was over. I had decided maybe Zane isn't the best person to talk to about my concerns. No shit. Feeling unwanted and slightly dejected, I decided to head back to camp. I stand up and brush the sand off. What's a 5-letter word for solitude?
That was supposed to be my line, but whatever.
No.
Alone.
Alone. Alone.
Alone.
Alone.
Alone. Alone.
Alone. Alone. Alone. Alone. Alone.
He scribbles in his book as we leave. Seven.
You do such a funny voice for that.
Seven. Antidote 2.8%. Oh, it went up. Oh, it just goes up over time, I guess.
And I suppose the more research we do, the higher we go, probably.
Well, to be fair, it went from 1.4 to 2.8.
Well, maybe it only goes up 1.4 every time we
do something, and maybe there are certain things that make it go up like double or triple or quadruple even.
I don't know.
We'll find out. All right.
Well, I don't know if we have time to do anything else.
What?
Do we have time to go on a romantic date?
We have 15 minutes left of the stream. He's so cute. But she's adorable.
He's cute, though. Oh no, my inner furry's coming out. Snooty booty.
Snooty booty.
McMurphy looks a lot gayer in the. If you look at the thumbnail, not even just for like, but the thumbnail even that you chose, but like the thing. Look at the YouTube thumbnail for your stream and just in general.
I see, yeah.
You see how like they gave him a scarf and the way he's standing. He looks a lot gayer.
Yes. I think he's just a gay Irishman.
I would love a gay Irishman. I'd love a gay Scotsman so I can get under their kilt.
Mm-hmm. Find out just how many daggers he has under there. Mm-hmm.
There's only one dagger I'm interested in. Yeah.
For those who don't know what I was referring to, the Scots wear kilts, or wore kilts back in time so that they could hide more daggers underneath their skirts, basically.
I'd be like, I don't want that dagger. I want that dagger.
Yeah. And I imagine if they were, like Captain Jack Harkness, they would hide a compact laser deluxe in an area that would not be hit by a defabricator. Anyway.
Hold on. That's actually pretty funny.
What I said or what someone else said?
Honey, I would tell you if you were funny.
I feel, I feel, I feel betrayed.
Why?
I would tell you if you were funny.
What is it? Wait. What?
It's been a while since you've told me that was funny.
Okay. That probably came out really badly. Oh no.
I know you don't mean it that way, but still, it's like, oh,
I
okay.
would tell you if you were funny. I didn't. Oh no. Okay, I'm coming off stream. I'm hanging up. I deserve to die.
Oh, babe.
No, I don't. Oh dear.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just the way you said that.
I said it badly.
Oh.
No, I meant you're funny. I think what I meant was sometimes you don't realize you're funny, and that's when I tell you that you're funny.
Oh. Yeah.
And you're like, why are you laughing? And then I'm like, because you made a funny. And you're like, oh, okay.
I made a stupid joke that I didn't realize I made or something.
Yeah, it's something along those lines. But it came out like, I just have to tell you you're funny because you're not funny. And I'm like, no, that's not what I meant.
I'm splayed out like a starfish on the beach in my bathing clothes. It's a swelteringly hot day, and I find it hard to concentrate on my work, so here I am. I let the cool sea wash over my feet and legs as I lay back on the sand. I hear a long, loud sigh coming from somewhere nearby, and I sit up to see where it came from. Snooty Booty, in response, under the shade of a palm tree, is looking about her with a concerned expression. One that I've never really seen a cat make before. I'll go over to her to see if I can help with something. Are you okay, Snooty Booty?
Snooty Booty.
She lets out another long, wistful sigh.
To be quite frank with you, human, no, I'm not okay. I cannot expose the delicate skin of mine to the sun, but there is something I need to retrieve from further down the beach. It's quite a predicament.
All right. Want me to fetch it for you?
Oh, would you really be so kind, human? I would be very grateful.
Sure, it's no problem. We can't have you putting that delicate skin of yours at risk, can we? Snooty Booty looks grave.
Indeed not. Skincare must come above all else, you know.
Especially when you don't have hair to cover all that skin. As humans should know, yes.
One must never expose one's skin to the elements, human. It's really quite aging. One must never get stressed if one wishes to retain one's youthful aura, which is rather difficult in this frightful island.
Oh, I know, believe me.
How do you know? Are you stressed? Oh no, that would upset me terribly.
Really? That's sweet of you.
Of course you really are. Of course. You really are a precious thing. I do so hope you're finding your time here pleasant.
Don't worry about me, Snooty Booty, I'm fine. Now, what is it you'd like me to get for you?
Well, before I tell you, I must ask that you don't inform the others of the whereabouts of this particular item. It's very dear to me, you see, and one of the few luxuries I have to myself.
Of course, that's no problem. I can be discreet when I need to be.
I do hope so, human. You see, along the beach just south of here, there is a tree which bears the ripest of coconuts all year round. It's quite splendid. The coconuts are always so sweet and creamy.
Snooty Booty looks as if she's lost in a wonderful dream.
I can think of something else that's sweet and creamy.
Sounds lovely?
It is. I like to drink coconut water as often as I can, as it's good for the skin and waistline. but the less civilized Indians of the island keep knocking the coconuts down before they're fully matured. Fortunately, no one seems to have discovered this particular tree yet.
Well, okay, Snooty Booty. I'll try to find some coconuts for you. I'll be back soon.
You have my thanks, human.
I go walking for a lot longer than Snooty Booty led me to believe. I'm not sure if this is even the right tree. They all look the same to me, although this one does seem to have more coconuts than the others. I decide to take a chance and bundle up as many as I can carry in my arms and haul them back to her ladyship. By the time I get back to Snooty Booty, I'm faint from the exertion, not to mention walking so far in the sun. I fall to my knees, panting in front of her. Here you go, Boots. She eyes the pile with a distinct air of disapproval.
I only needed one coconut, human.
Oh.
These are far too many.
Well, I do apologize, madam.
Tell me you didn't plunder the tree.
No, there were plenty on the ground already, so...
Oh, well, that's a small mercy. At least you didn't hack them down.
Hack them down? With what?
Well, your hands are rather large and leathery.
Snooty Booty, I do not use my hands for deforestation.
Well, I'm sure you did your very best. Although I really don't know what I'm going to do with so many coconuts.
You're welcome, I'm sure. I look down at the pile of coconuts, and it strikes me properly for the first time how strange it is that there are no creatures on the island to plunder them. What do you think it is, Snoots, that keeps wildlife away from the island?
Do you mean the magnetic barrier?
Magnetic barrier?
Oh, do keep up, human. I thought you were meant to be a scientist.
I realize you must be referring to the force field that surrounds the island.
Now, be a dear and crack one open for me.
With my enormous hands?
Well, you could try, I suppose.
I push down the irritation that is slowly rising in me and smile politely. On second thoughts, I'll be right back with a screwdriver.
A what?
Snooty Booty looks horrified. It's a sharp metal tool that bores into things.
What on earth do you need one of those for?
So I can make a hole to get the water out of the coconut? How else do you propose I do it?
Well, look around you, dear. Look at nature's bounties. What about that?
Snooty gestures a limp paw at a shard of rock nearby. Snoots, how do you usually get the water out of the coconut when there isn't a human around?
Well, the exuberant Kibbles loves to simply break things. Had you not noticed? It's tolerate him. Fair bit, far better than one of your cruel dribblers, don't you think?
I reach over and pick up the rock. It does look like it could actually do the job. Okay, let's give it a try. Here goes. Holding the coconut in a palm leaf, I gently tap the shell a few times with a stone before finally whacking it. It cracks open surprisingly easy, and the water drains into the leaf.
There now. See how nature provides, human.
Yep. Again, you're welcome.
Quite.
Snooty Booty stretches her neck, and then up her body towards the leaf. She sticks her tongue out as far as it can go before raising her big eyes to me.
I can't quite seem to...
I suddenly realize what she's getting at.
Let me help.
I let her struggle for a moment or two before I begin to feel a little bit like a child pulling the wings off a fly. Ugh! She can't help the way she is. You seem to be struggling a little, Boots.
Well, you've placed my libation slightly out of reach.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like me to help bring it a little closer, perhaps?
Well, of course I would. Are you being deliberately obtuse?
I'd very much like to help you, Snoots, but you make it rather difficult.
How? I don't understand. And I've been perfectly clear in my instruction.
You see, I am under a spell. It's a very powerful one, which prevents me from following any instruction unless accompanied by some magic words.
Oh? Would you care to enlighten me?
Well, it would go something like this. Please, human, would you mind passing me my libation? Thank you very much. There is a pause during which I'm not really sure what Snooty Booty is thinking. Suddenly, the Sphinx erupts in peals of laughter.
I seem to have forgotten my manners. Please do be so kind, human. I would be most obliged.
Oh, go on then. I nudge the leaf closer to her, and she delicately laps at it.
I am truly indebted. Many thanks.
That looks delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Snooty agrees without taking a break. You know, searching for those coconuts was thirsty work.
Andrew, it was.
She's still lapping at the water. My throat's a bit scratchy, especially in this heat. Snooty Booty finally comes up for air.
Quite. That's the beauty of the coconut, you see. So hydrating and most palatable, too. You really ought to try it sometime.
I look down at the now dry palm leaf. Yes, that's a good idea, Boots.
The very best thing after drinking coconut water is to curl up and have a nap, you know. Beauty sleep's most important.
Oh, is that so?
Indeed, you. I suppose you have other things to do.
Well... Snooty Booty yawns and closes her eyes. I suppose I do. Sweet dreams, princess. She snores softly and reply. See, I knew we could get it done by 9.
Just barely, wow.
Exciting!
And
And now... we rest. Oh, there's a dream sequence. I'm in class at my university. The tutor is late, and we're all sitting there waiting. I turn to my friend, who sits behind me, to make a joke about the tutor's car breaking down, but my friend isn't there. Instead, there is a giant cat. It looks like an elder. It bares its teeth at me and lets out a menacing low growl. Just as I'm about to scream, the tutor arrives, but it's Professor Popper. You look like you've seen a ghost, Chungers. I'm trying to answer her back to tell him to look behind me, but the words don't come out. I'm rigid with fear. Can't move, can't speak, can't scream. Everyone else is acting like things are normal. Can't they see it? I force myself to turn again and look at the terrifying cat, but it's not there. There's just an ordinary domestic cat, and everyone is laughing at me. Now I see everyone from the island. The Marigolds, Joe, Bob, Zane, Popper, all pointing and laughing. I jump out of my seat to leave, and I'm in bed in my tent, sat bolt upright. I shouldn't have eaten cheese so close to bedtime. Do you have nightmares after you eat cheese? Exciting!
Disco cat.
4.2%.
Well, that'll do it.
Yes. Okay, that was fun. I look forward to doing more of this.
Yes. We can do these once a week, and we can do this, then we can do Ace Attorney and this, back and forth, so we're not just playing the same thing every week.
Yeah, like how I do every other week with Minecraft stuff.
Aww,
No.
That's different.
Well, I guess that is different because it's just 2 mod packs. Same game, 2 mod packs.
Yeah.
Anyways, that should do it. Thank you all so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you want to see more. Check out my channel and Andrew's for all the other stuff that we do.
Enjoy their coffee.
And, what else should they do, babe?
They should subscribe and do other crap. I don't know. We do
Hit
videos
the bell.
and other yeah, that thing. Hit the bell or something. I don't know.
Get notified for when either of us go live or release a video. Once in a blue moon for me.
Thing with the thing. But
Yes.
thanks for joining us as we are enjoying 2 whole years of being together.
Yes. I love
And
it.
to many more.
Yes, to many, many more.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for joining us. We'll see y'all next time.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.